achieved.
Hey, what's up, everybody? Welcome to Studio Day Heffrey with the addition of Everson Griffen to the Cowboys, which, by the way, woohoo! We can now finally grade the entire offseason because we got a little surprise attack here at the end, adding a kick-ass defensive end to this roster. They're practicing now, like right this second, by the way. Cowboys, if you're listening, you got to get me in there, okay? We got to figure this out, all right? I don't like missing practices. This is BS. Put me in there. But we can finally grade the offseason in its entirety as the offseason's over. It's season time. We're practicing. We're ready to rock and roll. And the only way that I think is fair to do this is to take every position group and say, all right, let's look at who is in the room right now, because all we can do is on paper right now. So let's look at who's in the room for every position group and who was in the room last year. And you and I will decide, are they better at that spot, worse, or about the same, okay? Now, since Everson Griffen is top of mind and Everson Griffen is the newest Dallas Cowboy, we will start with our edge players. Robert Quinn is gone. Michael Bennett is gone. Kerry Hyder is gone. Replacing them is Everson Griffen, Aldon Smith, Bradley Anae in the draft. Those are the three you brought in. Those are the three on the way out. I'll say same or better. Aldon Smith is the wild card. If Aldon Smith is anything like what he was the last time he played in the NFL, then you will be better on the edge. I think Everson Griffen is immediately a better player than Robert Quinn. Similar in terms of ability as a pass rusher, although the way they do it is very different, and considerably better run player. So goodness gracious, the value they got on that Everson Griffen contract. The fact that for 1 year and between $3 and $6 million, you're getting a guy that if you had to rank the guys who play the edge, 1 through, what do you get there, 64, 128, that gets you 2 deep on each side for every team, whatever. I think he's probably in the top 20 to 30 edge players in the game still, even though he'll be 33 this year. So I think that's big time for the Cowboys. So I'll say you're same or better at the edge or defensive end, if you will. Let's bump it to the interior. Your departures, Malik Collins. And by the way, thanks to John Machota for making a handy-dandy list so I could just look in one place for this. Sweet, sweet John, my guy. Let's see. Malik Collins is gone. Christian Covington is gone. Daniel Ross is gone. In, Gerald McCoy, Don Terry Poe, and Neville Gallimore. This one's not close. You are better at defensive tackle. You're better with your starting nose tackle. You're better with your starting 3-technique defensive tackle with McCoy replacing Collins. Not by a bunch, but I think that he is a better player. Poe is obviously a better player than Antoine Woods, and now the guy who was your starting nose tackle is your second nose tackle. So you're in good shape there at defensive tackle. Better. Now, corner. Out, Byron Jones and Donovan Alumba. In, Darryl Worley, Trayvon Diggs, Reggie Robinson II. Long-term, could you be better? You could. From a value perspective, with guys on rookie deals and small salaries, could you be better from a value perspective? You could, but you lost one of the better cornerbacks in the league. You are worse at corner. And with Trayvon Diggs, the one thing that I think is worth pointing out is I feel like everybody's really, really excited about the pick, and part of that stems from, that was a guy we talked about, could be a fallback at 17 if they lost kind of their first-round graded players. Careful. He's still a rookie corner. Generally speaking, here's my expectation for Trayvon Diggs. I think it was my buddy Dalton Miller who asked this on Twitter. My expectation is that they want him to, and he can win a starting job in camp and be a starter going into the season, and that his season will go up and down. It's a rookie corner. Don't get your hopes way up and think that Trayvon Diggs is about to step into the league and just start locking dudes down, because then you're going to end up calling him a bust after week 5. And we just need to chill out. Let him be a rookie corner and have his ups and downs, but you are worse at corner this year than you were a year ago. At safety, out, Jeff Heath and Kayvon Frazier. In, Clinton Dix. I'll say Clinton Dix, slight upgrade over Jeff Heath. Kayvon Frazier is a downgrade to your special teams. So for now, I'm just going to call the safety position a push. I know a lot of you are going to be like, but Jeff Heath's gone and Clinton Dix is better. I think he's a little bit better, but you also lost a very core special teamer there. Wide receiver out, Randall Cobb and Tavon Austin, in CeeDee Lamb. I am willing to hear the argument that for this year, this could be a push, where Randall Cobb was a good veteran for this team a year ago and CeeDee Lamb is still a rookie, but I'm saying better. You guys know how I feel about CeeDee Lamb's ability to make an immediate impact for this team, so I am saying better at wide receiver with CeeDee stepping in and immediately being a stud for this team. Tight end out, Jason Witten, in Blake Bell. Now, I don't think it would be cheating to say they're better at tight end because now their best tight end is going to play the majority of the snaps at tight end. Is Blake Bell better than Witten? Well, he'll be a better blocker. And Witten, it's tough. Gold Jacket Witt is a first ballot dude, first ballot Hall of Famer. But yeah, I think they're better at tight end because he's not in the way. That's it. Dude's not in the way, you're better. By the way, it sounds like my puppy CeeDee has found a way to get into the dog food. And he'll be very full by the time this video's over because he is just gnawing out there. Okay. Quarterback out, Cooper Rush in, Andy Dalton and the Nooch, Ben DiNucci. Obviously, your quarterback room is better than it was a year ago. You now have one of the better backups in football with Andy Dalton, tons of starting experience. And all you lost was Cooper Rush, who you would never want to start for a football team. Running back is a wash because it's the same dudes. Zeke and Pollard. Olawale opted out, and we'll see who makes the roster as the third running back or if they keep an extra tight end to treat that guy as a fullback or whatever, but that's a wash. Offensive line, in Cam Irving and Tyler Biadasz. Out, Travis Frederick, Xavier Su'a-Filo, and Cam Fleming. So one Cam out, one Cam in, Fleming for Irving, and Biadasz in for Frederick, and Su'a-Filo is gone. That's a downgrade. Maybe long-term this will work out really well for you if Biadasz can earn the starting job, which, by the way, it's going to start off with Joe Looney taking the starting snaps. But if Biadasz can earn the starting job, there is a chance that you could be still good at center. Or if, heck, what if Connor McGovern, let him play some center snaps, see if he can earn that job. There's no way to say you got better on the offensive line because even the way that Frederick played last year, which wasn't up to his own standards, was okay for a starting NFL center, and you're losing the dude who's making all the calls, who's seen everything. So you're downgrading at the offensive line. Greg Zuerlein versus Kai Forbath. I'm going to say push. I mean, you're probably better. There's a reason they kept one and got rid of the other one, and they're keeping the guy who's got the bigger leg, who for the first time in his career started missing kicks last year, but we're told he wasn't healthy. So you probably upgraded at kicker, but I'll just call it a push to be safe. And at coaching staff, out, Garrett and him. In, McCarthy and him. McCarthy's way better. I don't even care how it ended in Green Bay. And I don't even care that Green Bay just had a great year without him. That's what I think of Jason Garrett's ability to be a head coach in the NFL. So you upgraded at coaching. So now, if I can remember the way that I graded, and at linebacker, there is no need to grade because you got the same dudes. I think they'll play better than a year ago, but we'll just call it a push because it's the same dudes in the room. Maybe you'll add somebody like Luke Gifford or Francis Bernard to your active group, but it's the same dudes. Now, let's do the math. I'm going to try to keep this all intact here. Coaching staff, better. That's one for better. Kicker, push, so that doesn't matter. I don't need to know the number of pushes. Offensive line, worse. That's 1-1. Running backs, the same. Quarterback room is better. That's 2-1. Tight ends, I'm saying better. It's 3-1. Wide receiver is better. That's 4-1. Safety, I'm going to go push. Corner, you're worse. 4-2. Defensive tackles, you're better. 5-2. On the edge, I'll say you're the same or better. I'm really a fan of Everson Griffen's tape, but for now I'll call it a push, okay? 5-2. Well, that would be 5-2 because that's all the position groups. So getting rid of the pushes, it's 5-2, which this is science, right? They are better than they were a year ago because we just went through it. If you disagree with me on any of these position groups, you feel free to let me know. Call me a stupid head. Call me an idiot. Also, shout out to my 18 percenters, those that have the notifications turned on at youtube.com/Jeff Cavanaugh. You guys are the MVPs, and I love you. Leave what you want to talk about tomorrow in the comments. I'll probably knock out a mailbag, a little weekend mailbag action for you, and hopefully we'll have reports coming out of camp of what exactly has been going on with the practices. And it's Cowboys season, y'all. Whee! It's go time. Leave in the comments what you want to talk about tomorrow. Leave in the comments your favorite sort of plate or spoon. I'm just looking around the room and all I see is a couple of plates. You got ceramic plates? You a glass guy? Is there such a thing as a glass plate? You have plastic? No, plastic's efficient. You can clean it easy. That was a real give up by me. I didn't have a plan for what to ask you guys about today. Just get up in the comments and say hi to me. Make sure you mash the thumbs up. Let me know if you're an 18%er out there. And I will see you boys and ladies and guys and girls and others and peoples and animals on the radio today, all right? Love you, bye.